Hello everyone and welcome to our YouTube channel, that is The Changing Life. My name is Harsha Srivastav and I am with my friend Anmol Srivastav. So today we are going to have a discussion over the topic of the universal basic income. So now let me tell you what is a universal basic income. Especially we are talking in the context of our country, that is India. So universal basic income is a type of income which is being provided to the people who earn the low wages, who have the low salary, so that in order to reduce the poverty and reduce the inequality inside the country. It has been thought by the government, and it has been in the proposal of the government to implement this sort of a scheme inside our country. Especially the northeast region like the Sikkim had made this type of a proposal, and when he had made this type of a proposal, then approximately in 8 villages it has been applied, and we got some sort of a positive results. So we think that this idea is quite good of providing the low wages, of providing the certain amount of money by the government to the people who earn the low wages in order to reduce the inequality and poverty inside our country. So now let us take the opinion of my friend Anmol, what he wanted.
Yeah, actually, this system of income which is being provided is just to reduce the poverty gap. It is just mainly to reduce the inequality that prevails across our country. It is generally meant for a poor citizens or a middle class citizens who are not able to earn a reasonable amount of money from their salaries or from the business. So, in order to reduce the gap, so that they can also take an advantage of this system, and they can also came out from the poverty, and they can also use the good standard of living. So the main objective of the system is to reduce the inequality.
Yes.
So in order to do this, government also launched various initiatives, various schemes to reduce the inequality among the poor citizens of our country. And among these initiatives, this system, that is the universal basic system, is one of the good initiative, which is not still implemented in most of part of the country.
Yes.
But it is a somewhat a good system. It have various benefits because it also reduce the unemployment problems, because most of the citizens, they are able to get a minimum wages which is necessary to get them. Similarly, most of the workers who are especially the poor laborers who are not able to earn the small portion of money, who are very small, little amount of money, and it is not possible to feed them and for their children. So this system also beneficial for that, and this system also uh, act as an instrumental in reducing the inequality and uh, uh, providing a suitable education to the poor and needy persons, because if they are able to earn a reasonable amount of money, then they can surely invest that amount of money to pursue their education, and they can surely invest to gain some new skills by which they can get some good job in the future.
Yes.
So it also increases the savings of the poor citizens who presently not able to save without of such a meager amount of salary which they get.
Yes.
So this is the main system which is being launched by the government. In foreign countries also, most of foreign countries support this system, and because they claim that this system is act as a instrumental in reducing the gap of poverty, in reducing the unemployment problem in their country. So similarly, our country should also adopt this system, so as to we should also grow, and we should take up one of the important objective of our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, that is Sabka Saath and Sabka Vikas. Means
Yes.
we have to look the holistic development of our country. We should not look only for a rich community and a middle class community. We should also think for a development of a poor community. We should also think for a development of a community which are not able to earn a meager amount of money.
Yes.
Because if our country, because if they will develop, if the poor citizens will develop, if they earn a good amount of money, then only our country develops.
Yes.
Because country cannot be developed only with the help of us rich citizens and the middle class citizens. Because I think that poor citizens of our country account for more than a 40 to 45%, and it has a very vast role in removing the poverty of our country.
Yes.
That is the main thing.
So now let me discuss about some of the advantages of this universal basic income. The first advantage that I want to discuss is that, as I already told to you, that it will be an instrumental to reduce the inequality between the high class, that is the rich class people, and the poor class people. So it will definitely be able to reduce the inequality among these two sectors. Another thing that I want to say, that as you know that in India approximately 65 or 70%, or I think more than that, people are poor or the middle class. They do not afford to buy some good commodities, to think about some good plans in their life. Even some of them, they find it difficult to meet their both ends. So that's a major problem. But if this scheme is implemented successfully, then what will happen? Then you can say that the people who are earning less, they would be able to utilize this money in their day-to-day activity, and this money can be a part of the savings for those persons who cannot save the money for their future, for their emergency purposes in their life. So we need to understand that it is a very good thing. Let me take an example to illustrate what I want to say about that. Actually, in India, there are various schemes like public sector distribution, and lot of schemes are there. They provide the profit to the people. Let us take example that if government is providing the eating commodities, that is wheat, to every person, then the people who belong to the agriculture sector does not need that type of commodity. Instead of that, they need some sort of a cash to get their get their savings, get their things run smoothly. So everyone does not need the food, or you can say everyone does not need a specific thing, but money is needed by every person. Why? Because from money you can be able to get the exchange of the services and the products which you want. So it plays a very key role in reducing the poverty. Another thing that comes into an act, that in the slum areas, or you can say in the poor areas, the women's, they are I mean to say that they are the working persons, that's the household women. They do not have independent, and they do not are financially free. They do not acquire a financial freedom. And when they do not acquire a financial freedom, this sort of a money, if this sort of money is given to them, then they can become financially free, and they can be able to utilize that money in fulfilling their needs. So actually this is playing this scheme is also playing a good role, and it is a need of an hour. But actually I want to say that everything has its advantages and disadvantages. So this scheme has some of the disadvantages that I want to discuss. That is first of is that it will create a sudden and a lot of burden to the government, because government is running a lot of schemes. If that schemes like Pradhan Mantri Jan Kalyan Yojana and lot of schemes are there for the public welfare, if they are replaced by this single scheme, even then our country is not ready to pay such a money to the people. But in the elections, many of the leaders, they do say to the people that if I would win the election, then I would be able to distribute some sort of a money to every people. So it is not the right thing. Why? because they are using this scheme for creating their vote bank, for winning the election. They are using this as a tool, but actually it is not a thing. It is the thing for the public welfare. If but they are using it on the wrong sense, so it may also happen. Another advantage is that some sort of people will definitely make the misuse of that money by purchasing the addictive item, drugs, alcohols, and lot of things. So also the misuse of the money would also be there. And one more point is that the people who earn the low income, then they would the low income, they would not be likely to do such jobs which provide a low income. Why? Because the government is still providing such an income to the people. So that is a major fact, that it has some of the flaws. So now let me take the opinion of my friend Anmol.
Hmm. Yes, surely. As far we have discussed the important objectives and benefits of this system, and one of the biggest advantage of this system, that it reduces the exploitation among
Yes.
the unprivileged section of a community, because they are the only ones who are mostly exploited by their recruiters, by their contractors, because they don't have a proper education, because
Yes.
they don't have a proper skills, they don't have enough money, they
Yes.
don't even know how to claim their benefits. So these sections are mostly being exploited by the many persons. So in order to reduce this exploitation, this system proved to be a boon for that.
Yes.
Because in this system they can able to earn a good amount of money, which they are expected to earn, and beside this, they are not be exploited.
Yes.
They Because what they are working day and night, and they in the return they are earning a good amount of money in the return of that. So
Yes.
that is the main thing. They are not exploited, and they
Yes.
can live their life happily. So that is somewhat a biggest advantage. But as far as there is some disadvantage, as my friend Harshit has discussed, there are some more disadvantage of this system. That is, actually, this system is what happened. This system, uh, people are divided on the basis of their community.
Yes.
Means if they are this system is not be implemented in a rich community, or you can say that it is only implemented on those people who earn a very little amount of money.
Yes.
Means who do not have a proper savings, who do not have a proper feedings, who do not have proper education, and do not have proper basic facilities and amenities.
Yes.
So it is implemented in those peoples. So what happened in this system? Those who have their inner talents, those who have good skills and strength to earn a good money. So if that person came in that class of community, then he may not be look unique. He may not be look very means he may be categorized within a that peoples, and due to return of this, he also earn a that earn a money on the basis of the community, means on the basis of the universal basis income.
Yes.
Means his talents has not been exposed, because he comes in a particular class of a community, and his talents and skills is not been fully utilized, due to he comes in a particular class of community, and he earns a particular amount of money. So that you can consider as it a disadvantage, though it is not a big disadvantage. And another disadvantage, that most of people don't use, means don't have a proper education, don't know how to utilize the money. Means if they earn some more money, what they are earning at the present times, so they may be used that money for an unproductive purpose. For example, they may be used to fulfill their addictive needs, like drinking alcohol and cigarettes.
Yes, that I have told.
And some people use the money for gambling purpose, and only few persons are able to use that money for a constructive purpose, like utilizing in education, utilizing in some other good activities. So that is a main thing, that is somewhat considered as a disadvantage. So it is very important for every person to every government, that government should launch the campaign to teach, mean to give education, to implement, to raise an awareness among the poor class of community, that how you can utilize your money in productive manner, and how
Yes.
you can you can start your own business with the extra money which you earned, how you can grow yourself, how you can live a good and good standard of living.
So
So because they don't know this,
now
and
we
if
think to
we,
conclude about that.
yeah, and if we are able to implement these systems in a proper way, in a right manner, then definitely there will be no any disadvantage in this system, because this system is act as a very instrumental and boon for our society and development, and that is the main thing.
Actually, I want to say something in the conclusion of that. We have taken into account a lot of advantages as well as the disadvantages of this scheme. But according to ourselves, according to my means, that this scheme is quite good, but actually not sounds well in its implementation. There are several reasons that we have discussed in the disadvantage section of this video. So I have an opinion that instead of these schemes, some alternatives should be there, because if this money would be distributed, there are a lot of things, as I have told, the burden on the government, the misuse of the money, and a lot of things are there. So we need to understand that instead of this scheme, some good and effective scheme should be replaced or should be subsidized by that, so that the poor and unprivileged people would be able to take the privilege of that, and we would be able to live in a society which is free from the inequality and poverty. So that will happen soon if the if some good concern would be there, and with some good sort of techniques. So that's all for that, and thank you to all our listeners, and goodbye.
Thank you.